Hey, this is Kyle back with 99 Dreams, joining you from the road today. So today we've got something excited to share that's coming up soon. Recently we just showed our HubSpot integration, which we're really excited about, and I talked about our Google Drive integration, so that has actually progressed nicely. So today we're going to start with that. Let's pop open this, and we get a nice window with a bunch of sheets and docs. And so I could just pick on something like some mock data for a budget. I can confirm that, and if you've seen our other videos, it shows just like our other file attachments, our other APIs, and you can see the data here that is CSV data. And I could say create a team budget app for a startup. Imagine doing this with any CSVs that you have and sheets where you track revenue, where you track budget, finance, any of these things. So you can see, as usual, that data gets pulled in, and we get a preview of it just like any other API data and just like HubSpot data. So I anticipate that builds pretty quickly. Let's see what it does. I was ambiguous, so let's see. I see a budget calculator. I like when it comes up with fun ideas like this. And let's see what it creates. And I always talk about the temperature and the mood of the LLMs. So I felt like earlier today Claude was slammed in the morning, but it kind of eases up in the evenings. So I feel like it's a little bit more responsive. We'll see how that goes. And cool, all right, we're already getting a solution. So as that's firing up, I'm gonna remove that attachment from that Google Sheet because I'm gonna end up attaching another one probably here in a second to try to add some data. Let's see what it came up with though. Cool, so I'll pop it open. So we got some mock roles and salaries for a startup. It's almost like some people have been thinking about this around here. We can add team members and select a role. This is pretty cool. So we can select like a UI, UX designer, full-time contractor, add them, and they have a quantity for an estimated annual contract. We have a budget calculator. This is pretty cool too. This is nice. And you saw how small my prompt was there. I just kind of gave it a start and it ran with it. So this is awesome. I could stop here. I could be completely happy with this, and I could deploy. I think I showed in the last couple of episodes we can deploy in Code Sandbox, and we've also added 𝑮𝒐𝒈𝒍𝒆, and we will be adding more options based on user feedback for deployments. Let's get a little fun here. I'm just going to add one more data source. So we added budget. Why don't we try to add revenue scenarios? So let's add this, and this is like different ways that we might make revenue with a startup, and say add the revenue projections to our budget planner app. Again, conversational. It doesn't have to be perfect. If it gets it wrong, you have unlimited tries and just keep talking to it. It's not like you have to ship this off to a developer to get it fixed again. So let's see, hopefully it can remain cohesive with the previous request. I'm going to read what it's going to do here. This is always fun to kind of give it a rundown and see what it's coming up with. Cool, interactive form with input estimated numbers for each revenue stream, revenue calculator, so it's big on calculators today, which I love. Let's see, and I'll toggle back and forth with the code. Come on, big money, no whammies. It's always fun to see if it's going to come up with a bug. Cool. Okay, let's pop this open. So we've got team budget, revenue projections. Wow, this is pretty cool. So you can add, and you can see that was already building a chart at the bottom. This is cool. This is great. So this is actually pretty useful. You can imagine getting together on a call, discussing these things and having a visual to go with these, and there's an overview. This is awesome. So let's add a modest salary for this person. Yeah, cool. Okay, so this is all functional. So this is actually pretty useful too. So I might go ahead and just click save here so I can come back to this one later. So this is fun. So hopefully you're excited. That's just the start of our integrations. But again, you've seen HubSpot, we've talked about APIs, we've shown different kinds of file attachments that a lot of people like VO and Anthropic Claude actually can't do the same kind of attachments and integrations we do. And also with more options for deployment, you don't have to hop like everybody's talking about, going to Cursor, to VO, to Replit, all these places. With this, just dream it and ship it. So cheers. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you at the next one.